You might need to turn me up over here. I can't really hear good, but good morning. Welcome to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
This is Qiana.
And this program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project at the Community Development and Training Center, aka See That.
See That.
And we'd like to thank y'all for tuning in, helping us redefine what's cool, because smart is
the new
gangster.
Baby.
And if you don't know, now you know. Now you know. And we got to give you this disclaimer real quick, and then we're going to jump into what's
Tampa
on
Bay
your
Breakfast Club is an independently produced program. The views, opinions, and statements expressed by hosts, guests, or callers are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views, positions, or policies of Carrot Festa Radio, 99 Jams, its ownership, management, affiliates, sponsors, or partners. Enjoy the show.
Yeah. Enjoy the ride, y'all. And look, we on somebody time. It ain't CP. It's our time. We on our time this morning. We want to welcome to the ride Janet Michelle, Finding My Happy. What's good?
Hey, good morning.
Great rising. How you feeling this morning?
I'm good. I'm feeling good.
Okay. Is that Black History? Black History Matters?
Yes. Yes.
20 years of the Woodson?
Yes. Yes, it sure is.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
What's on your mind this fine Wednesday?
You know, it's funny. When I put this shirt on, I really hadn't got my things together. Then it's like when I'll get into it. You'll see why I'm saying.
How it happened, right?
Yeah, because it really, I didn't put it together. But what's on my mind? I just want those seeking to lead in the city to be unapologetic when it comes to advocating and assisting Black residents. Because in no way does assisting Black residents that have historically faced discrimination and all other types of inequalities, does that mean that you will not also address the concerns of your non-Black residents that have historically had a city that worked for them? And so if a candidate can't communicate and demonstrate at pre being elected, the support for the Black community, then also trying to all lives matter, the concerns of their Black taxpaying residents, then I know once you get elected, you're not going to do a darn thing to break the cycle.
That's true.
At least for me, if you are having a hard time with the fact that, with Black residents, asking and seeking and, for help and ways that they have not gotten help, and you try to lives matter that, like, to me, that's just a red flag.
Yes.
Because it's like, who are you? Why are you hesitant to communicate that? Who are you afraid of upsetting? Like,
right.
Because if you're at that space before you get elected, then once you get the power, I just don't have the confidence that you're really going to be the advocate that Black taxpaying residents need.
Right.
So that's just that. That's what was on my mind.
I appreciate that, and you're right, because I did see a post from one of the candidates that was for mayor, and they were saying, well, we can't just focus on specific neighborhoods. Like, we have to focus on the entire city. We can't just look at certain areas of the city. We got to look at the whole city. And immediately that felt like an all lives matter moment for me too.
Right, because you can. I mean, you can tell, like, you're the mayor for the whole city, but the parts that need extra help.
Yeah.
Right. And so you can say, hey, listen, I'm focusing on the whole city, but I do know the areas that need extra help, and I'm going to do extra time there.
Right.
That's just like with parenting. Like, you look at your children that need that extra care. Like, we know you love us all,
but it's one of them
that you really need to, like, focus on to, make sure that they're getting all the care and love that everybody else is getting. And you could say, look at it. We remember when downtown St. Pete wasn't thriving.
Hello, somebody.
Right. And it was a ghost town, and they decided to focus on downtown St. Pete.
Yeah. Yes.
That don't mean that they forgot that there was a whole nother city. They just wanted that to be thriving. And then you see there's neighborhoods that need that same focus. But because they're majority Black, it's like we need to stay away from it.
Yeah.
And that's not cool.
Not at all.
Not cool because we're here, we pay taxes, we invest in this city, we work, we bring our income, we spend our time, we raise our families, in our communities, and it's okay, if we want something different, if we want something better. And it doesn't necessarily make us a almost curse make that's not, you're not a victim.
That's right.
Good. No, you're advocate, you're expressing that you need some help.
That's right.
But you know what happens is that they see that when we ask for help, again, we're the victim, we're playing pity party, like it's a woe is me. But then somebody comes in our neighborhood and complain about the same thing, and they deserve to live in those neighborhoods with those things, but we do not. Like, you'll see it, they be like, okay, how many times a child has been hit in a neighborhood and they don't put the speed bump there, and then you have somebody else come in our neighborhood that don't look like us, been there for 2 seconds, and now a speed bump there because they deserve to live in a neighborhood where they feel safe, and we're supposed to just survive.
Right.
Out that it's time out for that. Like, because if they're showing us the signs before they get elected, then we have to pay attention to those signs and not let them get away with it, right? Because today we do have the power, and that's in our vote. It's just sometimes we don't always see things away, but we gotta wait. What they say, stay woke, wake up, get the crust out your eyes, understand speak and what they're speaking. They're not just being nice by saying, "Oh, I'm here for everybody." No, there's a lot coded in that statement.
That's right.
So,
and not to go in a little bit deeper on it. Go ahead. I'm sorry if I cut you off. Sorry.
I'm done.
But definitely want to thank you for checking in on these fine What's on Your Mind Wednesdays. Finding My Happy, is it .net?
Yep, findingmyhappy.net. Yep.
Findingmyhappy.net. Y'all make sure that y'all check out, like, subscribe, follow, and stay in touch with Janet Michelle, co-founder of the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. And thank you again. Every Wednesday, y'all, 7:45, you can catch Janet Michelle right here on the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club for What's on Your Mind Wednesday.
All right. Y'all take care.
Right. Thank you. Make it a great day.
Hang on. I'm going to just go back to the audience.
You're looking at a seat at the table with your name on it.
When we do roll call, you
gonna check in. President. I'll see you at work. All right, y'all. So it's What's on Your Mind Wednesday with the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. Again, y'all can tap in, tune in, give us a call, 727-637-2416, or online in the chat, however you want to do it. But y'all can join the conversation for What's on Your Mind Wednesday. Cue us on your mind.
Yeah, I like where Janet kind of started this at, because it is, again, like, you don't have to exclude us to, you know what I mean, to not include us.
You don't have to exclude us to not include us. Yeah.
If that makes it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Kind of like, I mean, because you think excluding us and saying that it's a blanket statement, I'm here for everybody else. Like, you don't have to, like, we know that you going to be the mayor of the city, but you also know that you have Black residents that are leaving. Yeah. You know that there's an uncomfortability that's here for us. And so, I mean, you need to call it what it is.
Yeah, it's like you don't want to name the sickness.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like a hospital. Like, when you go into the hospital, two people can walk into the hospital, but depending on the types of wounds that they have,
somebody might be waiting in the lobby, and the other one will get
somebody come in. You waiting in the lobby with you got a finger prick, and then somebody come in with a gunshot wound. But just because you got there first don't mean that you're going to be the first one to be served.
Right. And if I have a gunshot wound, I shouldn't be sitting in the lobby. And what we're seeing is that they have our community still sitting in the lobby
with gunshot wounds.
Wow. And then you have somebody else, again, that have the fingerprint prick.
Yeah.
And you like, oh, I need to see about them first.
Yeah.
Maybe because they got more money.
Yeah.
Maybe because you feel like they got a little bit more influence or whatever the case may be. But no,
That's
all
not
lives, when you look at it, and when I say all lives matter, that means don't exclude us.
Yeah. And really, I think it's just picking the priority and understanding, like, this is what's important. Like, if you address this now,
right,
then it's going to solve so many problems for everybody and everything later. But just trying to lump it in and say, okay, well, we are equal, and we'll get to you when we get to you, after years of disinvestment and all of these other things that have historically been put in place to hinder us. Like, it's documented in the city of St. Petersburg specifically, with the structural racism study. Shout out to Janet Michelle. Matter of fact, we got to tell that story. We'll tell the structural racism quality of life study on our next What's on Your Mind Wednesday with Janet Michelle, because she was instrumental in actually making that happen. And I think people need to know more about that. Well, we do have roll call, and so I want to thank everybody who has tapped in for roll call. I see Carla B is in the building. We got Yubi made roll call. He's a president. Tiffany is a president accounted for. Tony Baloney. What I say? 3-1 to England. Okay, they're talking about FIFA and football.
Mama Blue, Teresa.
Mama Blue, Miss Teresa, thank you. Is that Durley Relano? Pardon me if I messed that up, but definitely thank y'all for checking in. Tag your friends and let them know that roll call is here. Let's get Netflix on the line for real, because we got to tell that story. And then Carla B said that's why we need our perspectives in all spaces.
We
yes,
do.
absolutely.
We really do need, and not afraid, unapologetic.
Yeah.
In those spaces, because a lot of times, and I understand there's times that you're a little timid.
Yeah.
I can see both sides of it.
Well, it's the consideration. I mean, that's those constituencies and those bases that you're trying to appeal to for support.
Yeah.
Like that's the consideration. Like, and that was another part of the whole political process. When you have something good that you want to do, or something that you want to say, on a particular issue, you do have to you have this matrix of like, okay, well, if I say this, you run through your list of constituencies and how they will be impacted by it, or how they might respond to it. And that was one of the things I wasn't really good at. Because it's like, in the moment, I just want to say it, and then I say it, and then it's like, oh, you can't say that because this group has a problem with that, and that group that has a problem with it, they actually show up to vote, they actually donate, they contribute in campaigns, they volunteer. And so even though you don't always agree with that group, because they have positioned themselves politically in a way to make you have to consider them as a group.
And so we need to take we need to take a note out of their book,
yes,
right?
And do
right, like on either side, like we can't gonna sit and complain and then not do the work as well.
Right.
And so like when we say all this stuff, when you say it, we have to as a whole show up more, not just a couple of people that's in politics, but a lot more of the community need to show up, and not just when you're upset.
Yeah, this is true. That's the issue too. Janet says we cater too much to feelings and thoughts of racists. Wow, you're right. We have to show up at the voter booth. Amen.
We do. This is happening. We do need to show up at the voter booth, right?
Yeah.
And also you see a lot of times when somebody is afraid to lose their job. And doing what they feel is right, or what they want to do, sometimes may make them become the outcast and make them lose their job. We've seen people who end up not being in that in crowd, right? And they have definitely blackballed them, put them in a position where they cannot do anything at this point.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
hamstrung. Oh, it's 8:00. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a quick break, and then after the break, I want to talk about these Charlie Chris ads. I don't know if you've seen these, but he's like got some ads. I saw a Frank Farkas ad, and then his Daryl Russo ad, and I was like in the comment section. I want to talk about that. Boosie is suing Trump, and like it's all kind of stuff happening. So y'all make sure that y'all stick around. We'll be back at 6 or 7 minutes after the hour, right here on 99 Jams and the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club.
On the farm that are suffering at the moment from the heat. But I think the ones that
I got love for you, no lie. I give my best, I try. Someday we'll touch the sky. You're an angel, little baby. Wipe all your tears away. I know it's been crazy, but keep your head up high.
Foot chase through the projects, dodging foreign objects. Street knowledge, I should've went to college. Odds stacked against me, surviving off instinct. 3 blocks from the precinct. Lil' homie caught a case, others lost family members. Product of his environment, projects produce violence in the middle of the streets, cause that's how we eat. Just a rap about the trap don't mean I ain't about peace.
We must stand together, all together as one. United we must stand together, fighting for each other till our race is done. United we must stand together, under God we are one. We must fly to the sun every day, fight for peace, not destroying our dreams.
Peace in the streets, love to my brothers, love to my sisters. We all need each other. Children need their mothers and they need their dads. Taking a life that don't make you bad. The fact that you do that is so sad. Pocket watching, plotting on another man's cash. Pick up a book instead of picking up a gun. Increase your knowledge and that'll increase your funds. If everyone succeeds, then crime would decrease and people would live instead of resting in peace. Unity, that's what we need. Stand up and be a positive force in the community.
We are one, we must fly to the sun every day, fight for peace, not destroying our dreams. We must stand together,
Must stand together.
all together as one.
As one people.
United we must
United,
stand
we shall rise.
fighting for
And you fight for me
till our race is done.
till we see God.
United we must
United we will rise. Clap with me.
under
Clap.
God we
Clap.
are
Yes,
one.
sir.
We must
Clap.
fly to the
Clap.
sun.
GB on the track, man, and I mean this is from the heart.
Not destroying
Back and forth to prison, cause my position in the ghetto is wishing. My dreams was in my hand, man, instead of so distant. Violent crimes on my record, showing judges I'm reckless. Guess they think I'm rich and young, like Young and the Restless. Every time I see a young brother rich in peace, got to be the only time when I watch TV. Cause the struggling and suffering is all I see. Besides muscling and hustling that wall with heat, I point the finger at the devil, boy, for taking my peace. Cause the only way to live is to take to the streets. But they rate me as a villain for the killing and dealing. For what? My last resort to make me a living. I don't give a damn, tell them so what? I'm gonna survive even if they threaten me with life. The arms of poverty held tight, making life a fight. But in the sky, we got to unite. Keep your head in the sky.
We must stand together, all together as one. United we must stand together, till our race is done. United we must stand together. Under God we are one. We must fly to the sun every day. Fight for peace, not destroying our dream. We must stand together, all together as one. United we must stand together.
Congressmember Kassar wrote. In Gaza, health officials say Israeli forces killed at least 10 Palestinians Tuesday, including a child. 10-year-old Motaz Abu Shar was shot by Israeli gunfire in Rafah in southern Gaza. More
After the hour.
I guess.
You guess so?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, if you guess, I guess, and we guess together.
Okay.
Welcome back to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
And this is Qiana.
And this program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project Team Motivational Monday. Part of the New Image Project of the Community Development and Training Center, aka CDAT.
CDAT.
And we'd like to thank y'all for tuning in and helping us to redefine what's cool, because smart is
the new
gangster.
Baby.
And if you don't know, now you know. And Charlie Funk is going to let you know something.
What he's got to say.
What? Yeah, hold on. Wait.
And we agree.
And we absolutely agree. So much so that if I can get this thing to work, bingo.
Tampa Bay Breakfast Club is an independently produced program. The views, opinions, and statements expressed by hosts, guests, or callers are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views, positions, or policies of Carrot Festa Radio, 99 Jams, its ownership, management, affiliates, sponsors, or partners. Enjoy the show.
All right.
You heard it.
You heard it, and now you know about it. So during the break, we were talking about the algorithm.
Mm-hmm.
And the way the algorithm, feeds us information. And we wanted to know from you all, what's on your timeline? What, particularly around the mayoral race, right? In the city of St. Petersburg. Like, it's been getting a lot of play. And so what candidates are you seeing on your timeline?
I'm seeing a little bit. So Jim Lard have come in.
Jim Lard's on your timeline?
Not often, but
Okay.
I done seen. Okay, I done touch bases with most people coming down my timeline.
Okay.
Ken and Maria are like my top.
Okay.
That comes through. Brandy
Okay.
does come through. And then Jim Lard is like the last of it.
So you're not seeing,
and I'm gonna say I do see Charlie.
Okay. Do you see Battendorf, the candidate, Shore Acres? Are you seeing?
No, I don't. So no, I see all five minus one. So,
Battendorf is the one you don't see?
Yeah, I don't see at all.
I don't see anything from him either. I don't know if he's doing social media or whatever. But they're celebrating. There was actually $2 million. I think they just got a $2 million award for some repairs in Shore Acres, some storm drainage repairs in Shore Acres. And I know they were saying that Battendorf and others helped to lead some advocacy around making that happen. But yeah, so I'm seeing Maria Scruggs is heavy on my timeline.
Mm-hmm.
And I like what I see, actually, because she's like posting her platform, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so you can see, some ideas about her plan. And when she started this maybe about a week ago, she was saying how people have been saying she needed to talk more about solutions.
Mm-hmm.
And she's been like posting her full plan and then going live to talk about her plan on the end of the day. And I actually appreciate that, her carving that space out and making the time to do that. So
and
I
that's
can
what
see,
if you're going to use your social media, that's what you should use it for.
Yeah.
And what we're saying is, like, you're tired of the back and forth,
Yeah,
right? And
yeah.
the mudslinging and what somebody didn't do. And we keep on asking, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And at this point, what she is doing is giving the people what they asked for.
Yeah.
I
saw Ken Welch. I see some of his stuff is coming up on my timeline.
Right.
I saw an open letter from Mayor Welch.
Right.
But to your point, it was about some back and forth. It was his open letter on social media was like he's been using social media to respond to things in a way that I'm like, okay, do videos, my brother, because
And so let's go. So we call it because Shannon got under a post and
saying
was
it,
like,
it was like a long post and she was saying most people's attention span is 4 to 8 seconds, and they probably wouldn't read the whole thing. And I laughed because I was like, when I saw it, I didn't read the whole thing.
Most
And
of it, but to be
like,
honest,
dang, now I got to go read the whole thing.
and I think people missed what she was saying on there.
Yes, that's true.
I think because it's a lot of back and forth and a debate going on.
Yeah.
To be honest, you kind of don't know where Shannon lie.
Okay.
Right.
Somebody tag Shannon Liggin.
Like you can tag her in.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's what we do.
Because what I do see her is calling out some stuff. I see her praising some stuff, and I see her dropping nuggets throughout the whole campaign. And like she was like, "Listen, no, we want to know what you done. Like, let us know. Like, get it out there."
But there's a way that you need to do it. Understanding if you're using this platform, there's a way that you use this platform to be effective. That's what I saw in her post. In her post, it wasn't like critical of the message. It was saying like, yo, like we in the future, and we're in a different time span, and there's a way that you communicate in this time span.
And I don't think, because I know it was like, some we think voters do read, for the voters that, and I mean, listen,
preaching to the choir,
right?
Like, okay, so and that's another part of understanding these cycles. Is you have your base of supporters and people who they're gonna vote for you. Yeah. Then you have some maybe voters who probably will vote.
And
for
those
you.
are the ones, and the maybe voters and the ones who don't vote are the ones that you are trying to get, right?
Yeah, and those are more than likely the ones who are not going to read your post, but they may watch a video.
Right, a video that comes in, and again, for the people who are not sure of what you did, because a lot of times people are doing the work and not saying, "Hey, look, I did this," because you're out there doing the work.
Yeah, so you're not taking time to really have your victory lap.
Right. Yeah. So this is your time that you can really have your victory lap.
Yeah, and really talk about the work that you're doing.
And to be honest, that's what Ken has that would give him the notch above everybody else.
I mean, that's the incumbent's advantage, right?
Right. As you can say, while I'm sitting in office, I've done this. Yeah. I did this. I did that. And you can focus on that. Like, at the end of the day, you're not gonna make everybody's happy. True. You're not. But if you can go out there and point out, and people are like, oh yeah, that did happen. Because people forget. Yeah. People really forget.
And that's what happened with the look, people forgot about the whole 34% thing. Like this debate. I won't even call it a debate. There's been a discussion now. And it's actually the subject of a ad from Charlie Crist against Ken Welch about his attendance at City Hall. This whole idea of him only working 34% of the time. And it shows you again the power of an image, right? And an easily repeatable talking point.
Right.
Right. And that's the professional politicians go-to method. And you see Charlie Crist as a professional politician. Like, this is what he do. And so now I got an email from a group that was saying, we don't want somebody who only works 34% of the time. And I'm like, wow, the effectiveness of this messaging. And I mean, and honestly, even if it ain't, all the way accurate, or if it's not it's not true.
And to be honest, when you break it down, it can be simple math.
Yeah.
And if I was on Ken's side, like
we had to, thank you. We were talking about you, and the way that our community conversations work here at the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. If we mention your name, we're gonna ask somebody.
Yeah, we trying to tag you on it.
So they don't be talking about later. Oh, they was talking about you on the Breakfast Club.
No. And we was, but
come on in, have a seat. Join the conversation. There's a seat at the table with your name on it, Shannon.
It's funny because people will twist what we say. Like, we've had somebody come in here and apologize because they hot at me.
Yeah.
And then they call Brother John. I'm like,
and I'm like, no, that ain't how it happened.
And when they listen, they're like, dang.
Oh yeah, because they was like, oh, I ain't listened to the show. Somebody called me and told me what you said on the show, and then they mad about it. Then they go back and listen to the show and was like, oh, well, when I listened to the show, it wasn't what.
It wasn't really.
What they said.
And I mean, honestly, this is a heated political season, and we're seeing it. And you know why it's so heated too is because there's a lot of relationship building that has happened amongst this group of people.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
With the 5 that I named.
Yeah.
The 5
that's on your timeline.
That's on my timeline.
So just for context, Shannon, what we were talking about is which candidates are on your timeline. And so if y'all just tuning in, we were asking, what are you seeing on social media? And then one of the things that we talked about was the post that Ken Welch made, and you were in the comments saying like nobody you or very few people would actually read this, and you might want to look at how you do your content.
And and what we were kind of saying is, like I told them, is I personally can't say where you land, right?
Yeah.
Because you have, I think what you've done
You're giving it to everybody.
Right. You're giving it to
freely.
everybody.
Freely.
And what you're doing is praising, because I've seen you go in there and be like, praise.
Yeah, this is good. Good
like,
job on this
good
one.
job on this one.
Or no, you dropped the ball on that.
And I see you do this on every candidate.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so what I see is iron sharpen iron.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's
and
right.
the fact that you are making people exercise muscles that they haven't.
She's so good. She got me in the comments.
Right.
Because Q was like, what you doing in them people comments? I'm like, Shannon, you kind of made it. You made it hard for me to stay out the comments, because I usually do good about staying out the comments section.
And I think but
I'm like, you so right though. Like you absolutely right on that.
And what I think what happened is people miss what you were doing, Shannon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you dropped some jewels.
Look,
right?
look, and here's another look. Carrie says I didn't read the letter from Welch, but I read the comments from Shannon.
Right.
Like that was literally the point that she was making. It's like, like great content, good what you're saying, but it's not going to reach the. It may not. I ain't gonna say it's not, because who knows, right? Somebody does, but I don't. And so it may not reach the person or the audience that you're trying to actually get it to in this method that you're doing. Because I'm telling you, when I click on a post and it says see more, and I click to see more, and it's a lot more, I'm one of them that's probably gonna keep on scrolling. I'm just keeping it a buck.
I am.
You know what I'm saying?
Unless it's something that I'm truly like, it's rare. Like I do read, so I will read, right?
Yeah.
But I will tell you, I might have to like put a pin on it.
I'm finna give y'all some free game. It's free for me to tell it to you, but you got to buy it. But it's a book called Smart Brevity, and it's a great book for those who are maybe working on campaigns in this cycle. But it talks about the ways that you can communicate briefly to get people to actually read the stuff that you read. Because and it's saying now how writing and delivering messages, the format for how you do that has changed in this era of information and scrolling, because of what Shannon said. People's attention spans is short, and so in order to get people to read your things, there's a way that you have to do that. And the book is called Smart Brevity, and it actually outlines some ways for you to do that. If you're interested in that kind of stuff, and if you really care about that kind of stuff.
Because there is some stuff that you can do, right? Because y'all know I listen and read books quite often, right? And they get me, and I usually get got on Facebook.
Okay, you get got. They got you.
They get me on Facebook. But honestly, what I think, Shannon, for me, and just to kind of do it, I think people missed the point.
Yeah,
and felt like there was a jab thrown when there was actually jewel that was dropped at that point, and that could have. You know what I mean? And
again, not to harp on it, but I just want to highlight it as an example. Like that was, it's feedback,
right?
And feedback, once you, feedback is not always pushback. And that was something that, working as a professional community organizer, I used to struggle with all the time, because like I'm big on feedback.
Yeah.
But then the feedback that I would give, and Mr. Edmond, he was a part of this too, we would give feedback, and the feedback was being received as pushback. And so it's like now they're, defending themselves, but it's like it's nothing to defend against. It's just an observation and an opportunity for you to make a correction that's going to benefit all of us. But if you're not open to receive that, and you think that like just because I'm saying it, like I'm trying to make an issue, it's like, nah, the issue is already there. I'm just addressing the issue and giving you feedback on it.
And can we address this? This is another thing, that just because I disagree with you don't mean I don't like you.
That ain't true, Miss Teresa. No, so Miss Teresa says people who don't read long posts and have short attention spans probably really don't read books either. I disagree with that because I don't read long posts, but I read a lot of books. Yeah,
It's just like,
yeah,
like because
it's just the way that the long post is written.
Mhm.
It's a way that you write it that will give me, you know, that'll hold my attention, I'll say.
Right.
But some of these things, the way that you started off, like, okay, I'll give you another couple lines, but at a certain point, I start checking out just because of the way that it's written. And so, yeah, I hear that. And Shayna says, I read medical records all day long. So it's not about attention spans, it's about interest. Hello, somebody.
It is.
Yeah, and you got to write it in a way that's you can't like just put out, okay, here's a memo, you know, on social media, and then you expecting, you know, people who don't read memos or people who, you know, at work scrolling to actually engage with your memo,
right?
But they will take time to engage with videos.
And they really would, because again, that doesn't take that much time. And let's call it what it is too. Everybody are not strong readers.
Yeah,
right.
True. We went to Pinellas County schools. Do y'all see them numbers coming out of Pinellas County schools?
Everybody, no,
sorry, I ain't gonna do that.
Yeah, we're not gonna do. But like everybody's not strong readers, right? And then so when you look at it, and every voter can't comprehend everything that you're saying. Yeah. But what they can comprehend a lot of times is a video. Yeah. And so like we're not cover all bases. Right. The ones who gonna read it, that's fine. But then do that video again because there's misinformation and the person that's showing the video is getting heard.
Yeah, and I say this, and it don't even have to be a good video.
No.
It don't have to be a good video, because I saw a video and I love Frank Peterman. That's my man, Rockin' Jesus over there. Shout out to Frank Peterman. But they got Frank Peterman in the video with Frank Farkas, I think is his name, some Republican guy. And what they're saying, the message is good. But I swear I was watching that like just side splitting laughing at how they was trying to like do this skit.
But they did what they supposed to.
Like it literally looked like a skit, and I'm like, they ain't get no do-overs.
No, but
wasn't no second. Like ain't nobody look at that and be like, okay, maybe we should do this one more time.
But you're talking about it right now.
Yeah.
So
that's what I mean. So that's why I said the point is, even if it's a bad video,
we're talking about it right now.
We're having a conversation about it.
Somebody's gonna go back
and go
look at it. Right?
The phrase I was looking at that like, dang. I mean, we said do video. He doing video, but like they looking like, my name is Frank. I'm with Charlie Chris. We don't agree on everything, but we do agree on something.
Pick and choose the ones that you like. Because I do.
No, but you can like literally see them look and read the notes and then say the line. And I was like, oh my God. But we talking about it in this moment. And then Daryl Ruson's video.
Yeah.
Don't have to be a good video. But he was like, I thought he was finna fall asleep. Like he was like this. I'm your state senator, Daryl Russo. It was like the clear eyes for dry eyes. And I'm like, but it's making waves, man. So look, y'all, do video. It don't have to be good.
If it's not, do something that's
going to attract an appeal. That's going to get the eyeballs. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Wow. I'm sorry. I probably shouldn't have said that, but it's just how I'm feeling. It's what's on your mind Wednesday, y'all. To your point, UB says videos reach people fast and effectively. Yes. And then Shayna says because he too busy pushing the Ken Welch narratives. Okay, I hear that. But yeah, and I do. Janet mentioned Esther's post. So Esther from the NAACP. Somebody tag Esther in this one. But she did a post around this narrative around the 34%.
Right.
And like, how could you get to 34%? And it was easy to get to 34%. Right.
At that point, it was.
Yeah.
At that point.
Yeah, it was easy to get to that number. And I see how they did it. But that's not the actual issue here, right? They're making an issue out of you swiping your badge coming in. And Mayor Welch's response that I did read was actually pretty good, and it makes perfect sense. But most people will, like the people who are looking at that 34% fire Ken Welch, they're not going to read that memo and get the context, because what he said, his response was spot on, and I unite with it because I was there. Like I lived even before council and after council. Like I lived what the mayor is saying, and like you can't put a clock on those jobs.
And you know what? To be honest, I did not read it.
Okay,
I did not. So
you saw it though.
I did not read it.
You saw it. You saw it. You don't want to say you saw it and didn't read it.
Listen, I did not read it, but mine would have been real quick and simple.
Yeah.
Okay, 34%, 90 days on the job, clocked in right there. I got work to do, and sitting in the office is not going to get it done in the first 90 days. And that's would have been the simple. That would have been simple. Like, listen, first 90 days, I would have just showed pictures. This is what I'm here is for the 90 days. Other than sitting in the office, this is what I was doing, and then just would have left it at that and kind of kept it moving.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. Like his response was great because it does provide context. Like you got to think about it. It's the COVID era, so ain't nobody really going into the office like that for real. The badge is not a time clock. The badge is a security issue. I mean, security device. And so if it's a group of us walking in, one of us will scan the badge, and everybody walked in. Like that's how we used to do it. Like if it was 4 council members, we walking together, one of them it might be your aide will scan the badge and all of us walk in. So I'm there, but you don't see that I'm there. Or if I'm doing Zoom meetings, them coffees with constituents, those meetings that you having at other buildings, other facilities, like so I don't think that was like a fair evaluation of the mayor's time in office using his key card swipes over a 90-day period. Like, come on, like what are we really doing? And that was an old article that came out years ago, but they're just recycling that story. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't like even a story when it was a story, but they've taken that and made that a talking point. And I'm telling you, I'm on an email list right now with them saying, this is why, we need a full-time mayor. And I'm like, wow, the effectiveness of that nonsense is really real.
But you're looking at it, and what's happening is that because of the response of this, you're bringing more light to the other person. Yeah. Right? Like Charlie will make a post, right? And then because we're countering every post that Charlie or Maria or somebody make, you're bringing more attention to the Marias and the Charlies, because instead of saying, just show your word. Yeah. Like at this point,
so that's another one of the questions, y'all. So let's talk about this as a part of this community conversation. It's What's on Your Mind Wednesday. So feel free to join it. 727-637-2416. Or if y'all want to continue to engage in the chat, we appreciate that as well.
And I can't read nothing.
If you just joined, also make sure that you check in, roll call. Again, there's a seat at the table with your name on it. So I'll make sure that you tap in. But when you're looking at these political cycles in this political season, the whole idea is to like really get in touch with voters, right? And have conversations with voters about why you would be the person. And when you're on the defensive and you're reacting to other things that other people have said, then in some cases that can take you off your game. And so just be mindful of that. Again, I've been watching the pivots. I've been seeing the shifts in the way that they approach the campaign cycle. And Charlie Crist, I mean, he like got the playbook from 40, 50, 60 years of doing this stuff. I ain't gonna say what I was about to say.
Don't say it then. I'm not encouraging you.
Thank you. So with that being said, y'all make sure that y'all just keep your eyes open, keep your head on the swivel, do the research. And Janet said it's a misinformation campaign, and candidates need to have a strategy to attack that.
And let me tell you, two things can be true at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
right? Is when you go in there and peel the onion, you'll figure out like where you falling at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if you have understanding or not.
Yeah, and it's interesting too. This we can probably finish up with this, and then we got some other topics here we wanted to get into. But we were asking. I asked the question: which candidates are you seeing on your timeline? And I haven't seen. I don't see a lot of Brandy Gabber stuff on my timeline.
I don't see. I don't see a lot of it, but
I don't see Battendorf. I don't see. I see some stuff, but I don't know if she's really heavy using social media.
I
that
don't
way.
know. Yeah, but
I'm not seeing a lot of Brandy stuff on my timeline.
I'm seeing Brandy come in, not a lot.
Okay.
Like, okay, if I'm putting it in order, it's Ken and Maria.
Okay. Yeah.
Charlie, then Brandy, and then Large.
Okay.
And that's how
yeah.
it's going.
Okay, and nothing from Battendorf.
No, nothing.
Okay.
No.
I think I'm in that same algorithm then.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. And to be honest, I want to see everybody.
I'm just
I want to see everybody.
at some point I'm gonna start saying what this stuff that I'm biting my tongue to say right now. Maybe we'll say it after the primary is over, because right now I got so much that I want to say about this campaign, but we gonna keep it moving. So in other news, what's on your mind Wednesday? Rapper Boosie Badass is suing political operatives. Did you see this?
No, but you could have said, go ahead.
Oh, that's what it's saying? That's not his full, I didn't have to say his whole name?
No, it did.
Oh,
People know
okay.
who Boosie
Rapper
is.
Boosie.
Yes.
Leader. Rapper Boosie.
I don't even think they even say that.
No, I saw a thing, and it was asking him why he changed his name from Lil Boosie to Boosie.
Yeah.
And he said it's because when he was going through his legal troubles, they would say, Little Boosie is in trouble again. So he didn't like them saying Little Boosie instead of Lil Boosie.
Yeah. No.
Nonetheless, whether you say Lil Boosie, the scammers got him, Janet said. They got him. So basically, rapper Boosie is suing political operatives Jacob Wall and Jack Berkman to recover $300,000 after a $600,000 payment for a Trump pardon that never materialized. You know they paying for pardons under Trump, right? They probably been doing it. So here's the background on the case. So Boosie was born Torrance Hatch. He faced federal charges for possession of a firearm by a convicted felon stemming from a 2023 arrest in San Diego. He was sentenced in January 2026 to time served, 3 years of supervised release, and a $50,000 fine, which allowed him to avoid prison. Hoping to secure a presidential pardon for his federal gun case, Boosie hired far-right lobbyists Jacob Wall and Jack Berman of the law firm, and in October 25, paying them $600,000 for their services. Boosie alleges that the attorneys misrepresented their influence, claiming that they had direct access to President Trump and could secure a pardon. The lobbyists reportedly assured him that the pardon was imminent, even sending him messages suggesting it had been signed but not yet announced. However, a White House official confirmed that neither Wall nor Berkman had any involvement in the clemency process and warned that their interference could harm a pardon application's chances. So Boosie filed a lawsuit seeking $300,000, which represents half of the original payment, under a contract clause stipulating a refund if a pardon was not delivered. Somebody spin that.
But
I don't know why that's in my head right now.
I don't know, but okay, so go ahead, Boosie, try to get your money back. I don't know, but usually what happens is you pay, and it's a gamble. No, and then nobody can. So okay.
You got to slow down. You take your time.
First of all, nobody can guarantee you anything. And if they guarantee you something, walk away.
Okay.
Because you can only control yourself. You cannot control nobody else. You can't control how your best friend gonna react. You may assume, right? And I can say, hey, I'm pretty sure it can go this way. Pretty sure lets you know that it's not 100%.
Yeah.
You know, Trump is my guy.
That's what they say.
Trump is my guy. And I could try to get you on the top of that
Oh,
party.
okay. How much it's gonna cost me?
600,000.
Okay, well I got that. Yeah.
Which, you know what I mean? Let me do what I can do.
Sure
and when
enough.
I come back, I'll let you know
Okay.
if it works out for
It's
you.
guaranteed?
Trump is my guy.
Oh.
Let me go talk to him.
Okay.
And I'm gonna see what I can do. But to even have this conversation, I need 600,000.
And that's what they said. He said the lawsuit is saying that they misrepresented their influence by basically saying, yeah, Trump is my guy. The lawsuit is currently in arbitration, with Boosie's legal team arguing that the lobbies preyed on his desperation to obtain clemency because he really wanted it. They know he really wanted it, and they preyed on him and got him to pony up that cash to get it.
Then that opens up a lawsuit for a lot of lawyers
Mm-hmm.
because you'll hear like, oh yeah, no, who is the prosecutor? Who's the judge? Yeah, I got a good relationship with them. Let me see what I can do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and to be honest, they might have been able to do something for somebody else that they can't do for you.
And Shayna says Trump probably don't even know. Yeah,
maybe not.
He might be getting a cut though. That Trump just wanted to. So we need a button to get that I can push in it. Then it'll say where all my scamming and like I'm gonna find that because that I want to just have a button that we can push and just have that queued up anytime we talk about Trump. So if there's somebody who can help us behind the scenes and produce that for us, we want to just hit a button that we can just push when we talk about Trump because he's the winner of the.
To be honest, all we want is the beat, no lyrics.
Okay. And that beat is banging. That's why I said, and it's a catchy tune.
Yeah.
All right. So also preserving history. I did see that the Woodson African American Museum has reopened. And the Woodson African American History Museum of Florida just celebrated its 20th anniversary and grand reopening after a $1 million renovation funded through a state African American cultural and historical grant. Renovations include HVAC. Hold on. Excuse me. Thank you. Renovations include HVAC upgrades, new flooring, improved lighting, and renovated restrooms. And also the museum will debut a Many Voices, One Nation, One Community, which is a Smithsonian Museum exhibit. Smithsonian Museum on Main Street exhibit. It was created with the Smithsonian Institution and Florida Humanities as a part of the America 250 commemoration. And so definitely want to acknowledge and say thank you for 20 years of service to the board, the leadership, the staff, and everybody who has had a hand in supporting the Carter G. Woodson or the Woodson African American History Museum in St. Petersburg. And congratulations on 20 years of service and a $1 million renovation.
And it doesn't seem like it's been 20 years.
It does not.
Like, where did the time?
That was 06, huh?
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, just say that 2006 was 20 years ago. Somebody, hello, somebody.
Wow.
Yeah. So congratulations. I think that's great. And from what I saw, I forgot the date. Somebody tagged Miss Terry, and maybe she can put those dates in here. But they actually are opening up for free so that you can see the exhibit. But I'm not sure like what the hours are or when the exhibit is. And pardon me for not having that information, but y'all can put it in the chat. And if you'd like for us to announce it, you can actually contact the station manager and we can add that to the rotation for those who are looking to go get some museum tours in your life. Now I had in my head, spin that. So Trump refused to sign a housing bill that actually became law. So Congress passed a bipartisan 21st Century Road to Housing Act. It had broad Republican and Democratic support. President Trump announced that he would not sign the bill, saying that he wanted Congress instead to prioritize voting on his act, which was the Save America Act, because he neither signed it nor vetoed it while Congress remained in session. The bill automatically became law under the Constitution. And so him refusing to sign it, but then not vetoing it, it didn't stop it. So it was one of those, you know how you like I'm gonna make a scene in order to make a scene.
He's like a temper tantrum. Like I don't get what And so
I don't like this bill. Y'all should pass my bill, but he's not
Right.
going to veto the bill. He's not going to do anything to stop it. But he's just not going to sign it. And so with him not signing,
which is almost
Yeah.
the same thing.
yeah,
Like, no, and again,
Yeah.
are you putting the people first?
yeah,
Like if everybody is going in there
hmm
and saying this sounds good to everybody, but no, because it's not your way,
yeah.
we're not gonna do it.
Well, they're gonna do it anyway because that's the way that it works. But it was just again another talking point for his base, you know. And you know they passed this housing or this Road to Housing Act,
hmm
and they shouldn't have. They should have passed the SAVE Act instead. Like that's the talking point
Yeah.
that he's giving his base. And so when the Road to Housing Act starts to take effect, if there's anything other than what they want, then they can say, well, that's why Trump ain't signed it. But yeah, that was one of the things. The
And do
law
you
is
see
intended so it was intended to increase the housing supply, reduce barriers to construction, and limit certain institutional purchases of single family homes. And some people were, you know, highlighting this as a good thing because the corporate ownership of single family housing has been identified as one of the contributors to the increases in rent and the rent crisis and
And it's
affordability crisis.
crazy.
And so this bill is intended to address that.
It is crazy. Okay,
Yeah.
so what's on your mind? Also, I see that the fallback spring forward.
Oh, the daylight savings time.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a bill to
stop
make it permanent. They want to make it permanent.
Right here, where we at right now.
I ain't mad at that. You don't like this time?
I
I
don't
like
think
daylight savings time. Okay. What's the
I don't think
what
so.
are they saying?
I don't think so because I remember like
You remember when it changed?
Yeah, I didn't like it.
You did good on the other one.
Yeah,
I remember the other.
Yeah,
I
no,
remember
this
when the
one
time
ain't.
changed,
This
yeah.
is not my friend.
Really?
No, it's not.
I love this time.
I don't.
I love it.
I think I was okay with the, the
With
fallback.
I like the spring ahead. Where y'all at? Do you like daylight savings time or what is it? Standard time? I don't even know what the opposite to daylight savings is. The standard. You got. Yeah, I don't know.
We'll just stay
Tell
right
us the
here.
differences in the two times.
No, one spring break, one so.
But it's a name for it, like daylight savings, and then maybe like Eastern daylight. I don't know. But here's the efforts in Congress to make daylight savings time permanent sprang forward. Look at how they wrote that. It sprang forward on Tuesday after the House passed legislation that would remove the need for Americans to adjust their clocks twice a year. The measure, known as the Sunshine Protection Act, passed 308 to 117. It would put the country on the time currently observed from March to November, unless a state exempted itself before the act took effect. But how you gonna opt? So you're gonna opt out of changing your clock?
I mean, some people do because there's some people that don't participate in the daylight
The
savings.
states,
A couple.
yeah, that don't participate in.
There's only a couple.
I think Indiana may be one. I remember traveling up there. Yeah,
It's like one or two.
I like this time though.
I don't.
Really, I like the long days. And I'll tell you why I like it. I'm not a fan of it being darky by 7 p.m. That's what I'm saying. And that's when, if you change it, when you fall back, it'd be dark, like before you get off work.
No, listen, because it's light for so long.
Mhm.
By 8 o'clock, you get in there and like.
Your sunset was just 8:30 yesterday.
Right.
I love that.
It's for me.
I hear that.
Completely throws out because by 9 o'clock, like you need to be winding down, ready to get in your shower, dinner, and like.
You see my alarm when we was at the one night only,
right?
9:15. I'm yawning.
Right, and so
I still do that.
No, but
this time don't stop me from doing that.
No, but it throws you up, like even because I have the kids right now.
Okay.
And it throws everybody up. Like I'm like, it's late. They was like, it ain't yes,
because the sun just went down.
Yeah,
okay.
No, and I need y'all to wind down.
Yeah.
So that y'all can go to bed at a decent hour, like get your full rest. But shoot, 9 o'clock. It just got dark. They feel like
they still like okay. Yeah. Okay, so and I'm basically an empty nester.
Right,
My
so
baby girl will be 24, and so I don't have that as a consideration.
You go at 7
I
o'clock.
love it. Like I love to be able to finish work, get on my bike, and go watch the sunset.
And that's beautiful.
But when
right?
that other time, I can't do that because I'm still
and I'm
at
just
work.
thinking, like, when you're doing it, just think it stays like this.
Yeah.
You get home, and then like you're trying to, when school starts, trying to get these kids to wind down.
Okay, I hear that.
Right.
There's a
and
case
get
to be
ready.
made.
Yeah, that's just like getting them to wind down and get into the routine of things. That okay.
And see, the other side for me, Q, is that when we have like our neighborhood association meetings right now, when the time changes, there's some elders who don't come out because it's dark and like they don't drive at night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so like our meeting, 6:30 to 8. When you come out, it's still a little light, and I'm all right with that. But when the time change, like it's dark before you even go to the meeting.
But the benefit of it, again, we got, unless they're the kids that get up and go to school early in the morning, during the school year, that gives them like, I'd rather for them to have the light in the morning. Where
because it's dark in the morning.
Right. Kids are walking, and you got to think of like forget, like I agree with the daylight savings. Like when you flip it for the kids that's getting up, and because you getting up at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning during the school year.
That's a whole nother issue.
Right.
Yeah.
And then now we have a problem with children because we want to have more light
on the back end.
On the back end. Now the camera's not catching them if something happened.
Okay.
If they're walking, you're meeting your friend. It's just more risk at this point. And when you're and that's where my mind is at.
Well, the good news is they're gonna put it back in November for a few months. So you'll get that few. But y'all remember when the time changed? You was like bright and early.
It was my jam. Like it worked.
I remember
it worked out for me.
It really worked out. Like that good run that we had. We was having that good run during the opposite of daylight savings time. All right, and so and I saw him in here, Mr. Zachariah Wade joined the conversation this morning, and he says, "I'm not a fan of it being dark by 7 p.m. But I also want to acknowledge Zachariah Wade. I can't say for what, but y'all can just click on his name and find out what he's doing. But that's new rules, right? But
congratulations, my brother.
But we did ask a question. We had a post and we were talking. I posted the ballots. Not the ballots, but like who's on the ballot.
Yeah.
And because they're out now, so if you want to find out who's on the ballot, start doing your research now. You can go to votepinellas.org for Pinellas County voters. And I posted on my page, just screenshots of the parties of the Democrat, Republican, and non-party candidates, like what you can look forward to see. And one of the questions that came up was, how do you research judges? And so Zachariah offered some great points and tips on ways that we can do that, because judges is one of those races where
and people don't focus that much on it. And to be honest, listen, judges is who locking our brothers up. Us, like, listen, they're sitting up there, they're looking at people, and again, if they don't see you as a person, if they don't have the right heart, the right mentality, we are screwed. And we've seen that a lot of times, and we don't do researches on judges.
Yes, and a lot of times
we don't subscribe to all y'all, so nobody don't get in here talking about.
But the truth is, it's like, because it's hard to do, like, and then I remember we used to invite them to forums, but then they would come to the forum and they couldn't answer any of the questions.
Yeah.
Because like when you engage with them, you have to know which questions that they can actually answer, and then which ones that they can't. And so if we do another forum with judges, I think we should be mindful of some of these tips. But I want to read some of the things that he said, because I think these are good tips, right? And so these are a few different ways to approach that. In my opinion, there are metrics. He said, courtroom experience is absolutely crucial for anyone sitting, for any sitting judge. The same way you ask a surgeon how many times they performed a specific surgery before you allow them to cut you open, you should ask a candidate how much time they've spent in the courtroom before choosing them to be in charge of it. A great way to determine that for yourself is to go to the clerk of court's website and search that lawyer's name to see how many cases come up. So courtroom experience matters, right? To gauge whether that candidate is a right pick for a specific seat, research the type of cases that the person will be presiding over, and then research their experience as an attorney to determine whether they've been spending their time, determine where they've been spending their time. Meaning, if you want a judge that presides over criminal cases, the question should be, how many years has that person spent handling criminal cases as an attorney? Because I mean,
and you need to look and see how
yeah.
many complaints they done had.
Okay, so complaints is another one of the ways that you can research them. I won't bore you with all of the details, but y'all can go to the page. He gives like several points, and I'll copy and paste them and put them into another space. But I just wanted to say thank you for including that as a resource for our community, because that's been a question for years. How do you research these judges that are running for office? I'll copy and paste them and put them there. They're on my phone, Janet.
And he tagged it.
Okay, got it. And
Yeah.
thank you for the link, so y'all can see what Brother Wade is doing. Oh, let me do this and then we'll do Ask Qiana.
Okay, go ahead.
Heat wave and
Oh.
you see it, right?
Yeah.
Time flies when you're having fun. So just FYI, y'all, Florida continues to experience dangerous summer heat.
Mhm.
The heat index's value often exceeds 100 degrees. They're saying that it's because of the Saharan dust, which reaches Florida during the summer. The dust can create hazy skies, beautiful sunrises. It's just been raining, so I haven't been able to catch some sunrise sunsets. And also a reduced tropical storm development. And so my wife and I, we were laughing about it, but I was dead serious. Would you rather have the hurricane or the dust? And I think I'll take the dust. That ain't even a question, is it? Would you rather have the hurricane or the heat wave and the dust? And I'm saying, give me the dust and the heat. Save the wind and the rain for 200. What you taking? The heat and the dust or hurricanes?
I'm on.
Oh, you be outside. That's why you got.
Yeah. Yeah. Because
would you take? Would you rather, y'all?
I don't know. I really don't. I'm really gonna have to sit in, because wind and rain, I know I'm inside. Dust and heat, I'm still out here in these people's streets.
But wind and rain,
I'm inside
until your roof blow off. No, that's extreme.
I huff and puff.
Right, and turn the dew up. But no. So yeah, let us know, y'all. What would you take? With the heat or the hurricane?
I have a rule too. We live here in Florida. We know that it's hot.
Okay.
As much as I want to complain about the heat, that's why we live here. We won't we like the tropical weather. I complain when it's too cold, because that's why we live here, because we don't want it to be too cold.
Yeah, that's true. That's what you come here for.
That's what you come here for.
You come here for the sunshine.
Right.
But
so when you get
this is something different.
No, but when you get it, this is what comes with the territory.
So just let me get that and not the hurricanes. I don't want that.
I like
Please
a little rain.
I do, but a little rain is the key word.
It can rain. Listen, cool us down. Rain, give us
rain down on me.
Yeah.
So that was it. But yeah, just make sure that you stay hydrated and you do all the things to protect yourself.
Before we go to the Ask Qiana,
okay.
Another thing that's on your mind. Do you see that they said that here in Pinellas County for the last 3 years,
okay,
we have they have closed 100% of every homicide that happens here.
Oh, congratulations.
I saw that somewhere. They just arrested the guy that had something to do with the shooting from last year.
Okay.
On 9th Street.
I did see that.
And now they said that 100% of the homicides here, they have,
Need to double click on that.
I know.
Yeah.
Probably.
Because it's a time frame. Got to be a time frame.
They said for the last 3 years.
Oh, 3 years. Thank you. Okay, there we
last
go.
3 years.
Because I know some families that's still like waiting for.
No,
for
last
okay, I hear that.
years.
Thank you. I missed that
Last
part.
3 years.
Yeah.
They said that they have, arrested or,
Okay. All right, good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Dear Qiana.
All right.
Ask Qiana is brought to you by you know who, and you can find them at you know where. Dear Qiana, I've struggled. Oh, this is perfect.
Oh, okay.
This is perfect. So, dear Qiana, I've struggled with being late for as long as I can remember. It doesn't matter if it's work, church, family events, or meetings with friends. I've always seemed to be rushing in after everyone else. The crazy part is, it's not because I don't care. I actually try to prepare ahead of time. I lay my clothes out, set alarms, and even tell myself I'm leaving early. And somehow I still end up running behind. Now it's starting to affect my relationships and my reputation. People joke about it, but I know it's frustrating them. And honestly, it's frustrating me too. My question, how do you break the habit of always being late? Is chronic lateness just poor time management, or could there be something deeper going on? Any practical tips that have actually helped you become more punctual as a person would be appreciated.
It could be all the above.
Okay.
You know how like you sit up there, you see in the commercial, it's like, you're not just lazy. It's something else going on with
That's
you.
on your timeline.
Yes.
Yeah. I see that. Why the algorithm giving me that?
You have all the great ideas, but you don't accomplish them. It's not because you're lazy. It's because of something else. And I think they call it ADHD. They did something right.
Yeah.
But I mean, anything you have to be intentional about.
Okay.
If you say that you care about people, but you also know that you're going to get a pass, right? You know that there is not going to be a huge consequence. Unfortunately, people learn by consequences. When things are restricted, and you think that you're going to lose something. Right. Like now you're saying it's becoming a problem because you know it's affecting your relationship.
Yeah.
Now people are not inviting you places. Like you don't get invited to the cruise ship, the cruise dinner because we're not holding the boat for you. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, that's terrible.
And so it's something that you really have to work on. And what I will tell you is people that's late are typically always late. They're the ones that always get stuck in traffic. Like the people that's punctual figure out they incorporate that it may be some traffic jams and all that other stuff, and they go ahead and get on there. People who typically always in the traffic jam is always in the traffic
like they
jam.
always get caught.
A lot of times.
That's true. Sharonda says, learn how to effectively demonstrate time management. Practice it on a day-to-day routine and set timers for everything you do. Make yourself accountable for your timing. I agree with that. Thank y'all for these tips too, by the way. Put them in the chat. Y'all join the conversation. Plan for earlier arrival. Get up 15 minutes or more earlier.
And see, there you go.
Yeah.
This time, this late night, you're getting dark later. You're staying up later. You're not getting up early.
Don't you do that.
Me, just think about
That ain't it.
No, it is.
That ain't it.
It does.
So you got to change the clock in order for you to be on time.
But I'm just saying you have more daylight, so you're working longer. Am I lying? You just said, you're working longer, so you're going to bed later.
Yeah.
And you're getting up later because you went to bed later.
So just change your clocks and it'll solve the problem. No. Here's what I say. This, and we got like 2 minutes left. And this was something that I saw years ago, and it's an idea that I agree with, right? It says you can't manage time. You can only manage yourself.
Yeah, that's it.
And because the clock is undefeated. And so we trying to manage something that's unmanageable. Like you can't manage the clock. You can only manage yourself. And so you got to get your discipline in, because the clock is what the clock is. Time keeps on slipping into the future.
And to be honest, once it's important to you, you make
Good morning,
it a
Ms. Robin.
priority.
Thank you for making it. glad you was able to show up this morning.
And thank you for the stars.
Thank you for the stars. We appreciate the love. And this is the time for y'all to tell us that you were here, because we got to get up out of here, y'all. So if you made the conversation this morning and you enjoyed it, let us know. Put it in the chat. Say, I was here. Let us know that you were here. Hashtag TBBC. Share it with your friends and let them know that there's a community conversation that happens every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And there's a seat at the table that has your name on it. And you're invited to participate. So y'all join us. Make sure that y'all tap in. Thank you for that, Ask Qiana. And thank you for that advice. Final thoughts, Q?
No, you know what it is.
You know what it is.
And they do too. Be the change you want to be, and see, write down those 5 things that make you smile, giggle, feel good, and stay tuned for Sister Hughes.
Make you lose your shoes and shout all around the house. This has been the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
And this is Qiana.
And we out.
Bing, bing.